Hello everyone, this is Alpha Omega. Welcome back to the channel. And we are discussing about, we're not discussing, came up, this is a video about, they came out with a blog, I guess you could call it a blog, or an article for the Maggot Lord Tamurkhan. And we're going to go over it, and I may read the whole thing or may not, and hopefully I can remember that I'll link it under the box, in the description box. That way you could just read it yourself if I didn't read it, but vice versa, it doesn't matter. All right, let's take a look. So over at the community on Create Assembly website, we have here the Thrones of Decay introducing Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord. Greetings. Decay is rolling through the known world of Warhammer, and 3 new legendary lords have emerged to push ingenuity and conflicts into a new dawn alongside a suite of new units, lords, heroes, campaign mechanics, and more. Thrones of Decay, our latest paid expansion. Why did I have to explicitly say that? Will be arriving in the Total War Warhammer 3 alongside update 5.0. So I'm guessing it's not only do you get the new these 3 legend lord, but it'll be updating other goofy shit that have not been fixed lately. Really hope that I do want to report the bug that I was talking about, that how my hero dies by crashing into a barricade. It's weird. I never seen how it happened. I do notice that every time I send it to attack the barricade, it'll just, I see it like deleted like off the map. I'm just like see it on my right corner. It says unit has been wiped out. I was like, how? I only had like 2 units attacking the settlement. What? So anyway, as promised, you'll know exactly what's coming in the Thrones of Decay before you see a buy now button. So let's unearth our latest arrivals, those of invention, of amethyst, and pestilence. Check out the not-so trailer below. Now we already checked this out on my on last video. If you have yet, just check it out yourself. This week we're delving into the first legendary lords to arrive in the Thrones of Decay. One of Nurgle's greatest champions, the infested master of hosts and bringer of desolation, the Maggot Lord himself, Tamurkhan. As the stuff of lie and legend, tales of the savage commander trail back for millennia. So, it best we set the record straight and meet an infested warlord for ages. Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord. Tamurkhan is rumored to be many things: a monstrous warlord, an arrogant commander with Nurgle's favor, a hideous mutated giant corpse maggot. Rumors aside, one thing is for certain: an army is gathering in his name, and even the elector counts themselves will have their resolve pushed to its breaking point when it's arrived. You can see there is Tamurkhan with its new units. I could tell that's new units because that's not that. It looks like Bestigors, but the Nurgle version. You can see the Plague Ogres that I was talking about. Actually, they're called Plague Ogres. OGOR. I guess there's 2. So these are the anti-large one, I'm guessing, or the armor-piercing version one, because they have halberds. Is that okay? These are Chaos Warriors. I'm good. There's the armor-piercing one, and I can't see it in the back. Can you show me? No, they want to. I'm guessing they're Bestigors as well. Plexigor? Maybe that's the name? Plague Ogres? Or maybe Bestipox. I don't know. Maybe. At a glance, here's what Tamurkhan brings to the table. Tank. The combined durability of an ogre infested with a corpse maggot of Nurgle makes this legendary lord tough to kill. So he's going to be very tanky, I guess. Because they just keep saying that he's tanky. So I'm going to see either he's going to have a hard, a lot of hit point, a lot of armor, or a lot of melee defense. I'm guessing, I don't think it's the melee defense, but I believe it will be a lot of health and what's the other word I was saying? Armor. It could be both of them or one of those two. Hard hitter, wielding an axe with great bullish strength. This unit hits especially hard with high armor piercing damage. Okay. Bobaluso, Bubel, Bubebolos. Oh, what is it? Bubolos. Bubelbolos. Tamurkhan can be mounted atop the unique toad dragon Bubelbolos for aid in combat and traversal. So I'm guessing I was talking about that toad dragon that he was mounted on. That is the toad dragon. So I'm guessing, and it says on unique toad dragon. So I'm guessing there is a single entity unit that you will be able to recruit toad dragon. That's an interesting trait there. Toad dragon. I had never heard such a name. Tamurkhan Chieftain, a unique campaign mechanic focused on recruiting the strongest warriors around and earning their fealty to achieve ultimate victory. As a true reveler in death and decay, Tamurkhan the corpse maggot once burrowed into the flesh of other mortals to become their puppet master, never finding the perfect match until now, adoring the power that the mass and strength of an ogre body brings him. Tamurkhan grew attached to the only form he commands today, the body of the ogre tyrant, Karaka, Break Mountain. I was going to say Broke Mountain. I'll be like, no, not that movie again. So you can see he's mounted on the Tom dragon, and kind of like it. Kind of like the design, kind of like the model. Oh, wow. Ugh. The tongue is like out the horn. Oh my god, it's so weird. Oh my god, I don't know why, it just give me chill. Oh my god, it's crazy. Anyway, on the battlefield, Tamurkhan has a suite of abilities at his disposal. Interesting. Can't wait. First up, Feast of the Maggot Lord, a passive ability only triggered upon his death as a last-ditch attempt to cling onto the margins. Margins delivers serious damage to the victim, outright killing those below a certain health threshold, and granting Tamurkhan a second win to get back into the fray. So maybe it's like, so I'm guessing it's like the, what's that shit called? The Phoenix, that with the high elf, that you have a possibility that there's a chance to come back from the dead. That is very interesting. Unlike the undead faction, they die at the end of the battle and they get revived after the battle. Certain percentage chance. With Nurgle's favored son, this active ability, it's an actual ability called Nurgle's favored son. Okay. This active ability grants some melee defense and an increased ward save. Ooh. So not only you get melee defense, but also increased ward save. I like that idea. And the Rotting Host passive ability decrease the weapon strength and leadership of those within 35 meters of Tamurkhan. Now, hopefully these are passive ability. Oh, these sound really strong. Decreases the weapon strength and leadership of those within 35 meters of Tamurkhan. And why is this cross out? The latter of which can be decreased even further with an Ogre Kingdom classic Ars Belcher. Huh? The Ogre Kingdom classic Ars Belcher? Ars Belcher? Why is it crossed out though? The latter of which can be decreased even further with an Ogre Kingdom classic Ars Belcher. I'm guessing that's a new unit, or sorry, I don't get that inside joke. I do apologize. Maybe I'm just slow at this point. At this part, we've spoken to Tamurkhan. Really? Okay. We've spoken to Tamurkhan about this, and it turns out that all rear-facing explosion have in fact ceased. Sorry for any confusion and repulsion. Wait, what? Are you saying that they're not showing the like the booty attack and stuff like that, like, you know, the shit stuff, like it? What? I hope they don't do that shit. I don't got time for companies start censoring shit like that. I hope that's not what it's trying to say. For those that still dare face the Maggot Lord, his Black Cleaver active item will ensure they regret it, granting magic attacks, significantly increase armor piercing damage, and a boost to base weapon damage for all allies within range. Now, confusing part, if I'm not mistaken, all Nurgle's units have magical attack along with poison attack. Now, I might be wrong about that, but I do know the Nurgle's faction always provide a poison attack. So, Tamurkhan's chieftain. Oh my god, they look badass. What is this? Like, that's a face that Mother would love. Only can love. Okay, so that's Kayzk, the Befouled. To be considered befouled by even the I can't even see that. It's hurting my eyes. But look nice. I like these. This is what we're gonna see now. Instead of looking at that 3D model, like the 3D model is not bad. It's just like seeing this looks so nice and crisp, and you got to see the detail of the model. It's just like that's beautiful. I love it. I love the idea. I love it. And it says the trait campaign movement range plus 10%. So I'm guessing that's what it provides. Talisman icon of decay charge bonus burst. Is that minus or plus? Looked like a minus. Minus 15%. Passive ability, wasting sickness. I don't know if it's my eyes or I just can't see it. Okay, so now we got these thing called Chieftain Fealty. Increase the fealty of Kayzk the Befouled via the following action. Creating plagues. Defeating warriors of chaos, Khorne, Slanesh, Tzeentch, or Norsca in battle. Okay. Interesting. Pledged. Recruiting Kayzk the Befouled will earn these rewards. Unlock Chariots of Nurgle. Wait. Nurgles have chariots of Nurgle? Wait, Nurgle have chariots? Nurgle have chariots? No, they didn't. Maybe Warriors of Chaos, Nurgle version, yeah, Festus. But I gotta check that out for sure. I gotta check it out when I play the game before this come out. Unique talisman and trait for Kayzk. So I'm guessing it's these two. And then this one's called Aligned. Attaining the fealty level will earn this reward. Unlocks chieftain ability. Unlocks Rock Knights. So that's that thing that we saw in the video. And +1 chariots of Nurgle. So you get a capacity. So it's so you unlock purchase units are recruited from chieftain units recruitment panel. I can see it says 9 and I see I guess this is the chieftain points. And then we got another one called Commitment. Attaining the fealty level will earn these. Unlock chieftain ability. Unlocks Toe Dragon +1 Rock Knights. So this will unlock the talisman, the trait, unlocking a chariot. And then unlocking this will unlock a chariot, a +1 a chariot, and then a Rock Knight. And then this will unlock a Toe Dragon and additional Rough Knight. And then we got the last one called Devoted. Completing Kayzk battle will earn these reward +1 chariot, 1 Rock Knight, and 1 Toe Dragon. So are these like actual units or like single? No, I'm guessing these are like unit that you can use to fight in battle. And I see there's different chieftain. So I'm guessing there's only like up to 6 chieftain that you get. And I'm guessing you're going to start off with this one. You got the Kayzk. This got one, I guess, like an empire, like a chaos unit. We got a Norskin unit. I believe that's the one that oh my god, what is that thing called? That also causes dampening, right? Oh man, I forgot that thing called. I never played Norsca, but I seen this one before. And then we got the werewolf. I think they're called Skin Wolf. Fucking hell, I don't know. We got a Beastman, and we got a Chaos Dwarf. A Nurgle Chaos Dwarf. That would be very interesting if you combine their magic. Or if you have mixed magic like Chaos. Ooh. What if you have Hashot and Nurgle magic? Nah. Or just have the magic Hashot magic and then just that'd be too overpowered. Who knows? Shows here there's a chieftain ability. Activate chieftain ability to gain powerful bonuses. Enables attrition for enemies armies in Kayzk's current army's province. Activate. Chance of plague spreading plus 20% for all army. And you can activate for the cost of chieftain points. This is very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. I really look forward to looking into it, and I do like I just like this design. It's look cool, so I can't wait to see the other one. With the body of Karaka, Break Mountain as his own, Tamurkhan's knowledge is matched only by his strength, and he will use both. He will use both to gather the strongest warriors the world has ever seen and adopt them into his own twisted army, absorbing the many strength of those that could not defeat him. Tamurkhan can gain the fealty of many chieftains from various cultures of the Warhammer's world and unifying them under a single banner, his banner. Now, I'm guessing these are his 6 unique ones and there's more to come, or let me see, what is that symbol here? Oh, okay, so this shows that what level is that. Okay. You see like the 2 skull, and I have the 2 skull here, then a 3, and the 4th one, which is the infringe that's around it. Might be the same thing with all these other 5 units. I look forward to. I can't wait. Using his 2 key resources, dominance and fealty. So is it fealty? The only thing you notice in fealty, the fealty will be within the Empire. Yeah, that's interesting. Tamurkhan can decide how to best to manage his acquired chieftains. Dominance, the main resource, is gained from winning battles. This must be spent to acquire chieftain, activate their abilities, and add their units to his own recruitment pool. Okay. The fealty of chieftain is increased by taking action that said chieftain approves of. What is this? Fucking Boulder Gate 3 gameplay now? Whether it be raiding settlement, razing city to the ground, or wiping various opposing forces off the map. For example, if Tamurkhan seeks a devoted chieftain from the Chaos Dwarf, he'd best express the same hatred for the Skaven as they do. Oh wait, I think I get it a little bit. When the fealty increases, Tamurkhan can reap the benefit in favor units and special ability culminating in his mighty Demetic quest battle and on his path to gaining boundless loyalty from these great warriors. It's only a matter of time. Now it doesn't tell you like what is the ultimate victory. Maybe it won't show it now. It may show it like in a gameplay. It's only a matter of time. Kayzk Befouled. Legendary hero Kayzk Befouled, Kurgan champion of Nurgle, serves as a living memory of what Nurgle's blessing can do to a soul. This mighty Chaos champion gave everything to Nurgle, losing his voice to Nurgle's wrath, and sacrificing his form so that he could stand alongside Tamurkhan as a mass of corrupted flesh in service of the Lord of Decay. Being one of the first to join Tamurkhan's banner, Kayzk swept through the Chaos wastes as his chief lieutenant, commanding his own infested gang of horsemen with rock knights who will be meeting shortly. Interesting. So he got his like little gang of rock knights. So I'm guessing either he could actually summon them, or he could have like bodyguards of them, or well, because he's a hero, so it's not like he can recruit any of them himself. In battle, Kayzk is a tank. Interesting. His health regenerates in combat, so he got regen, and thanks to his corrupted flesh passive ability, he grants an increased war save when above a certain health threshold, making him harder to fell. So I'm guessing the lower his health is, the war save will increase, or active, become active. He's granted an increased war save when above a certain health throws, making him harder to fail. Always mounted atop a rot beast, Kayzk has access to Befouled Charge, a passive that triggers when charging, and of course, granting himself and nearby allies increased speed, which essentially doesn't mean anything if you're talking about Nurgles, and an increased charge bonus. But I'm guessing with this, while stripping the enemies of their charge defense versus large attribute. Interesting. So his passive ability can trigger that would strip their passive ability, their pretty much bonus versus large. Because it's not bonus versus large, it's charge defense versus large attribute. Plus, with his Sword of Filth item, Kayzk can spread decay to those he strikes, afflicting them with decreased melee defense and armor. Spread the curse in his name. I like the idea. Chaos Lord of Nurgle, that's what I was talking about, just like the Tzeentch. Having earned the great favor of the Lord Decay, the Chaos Lord of Nurgle stands as a generic lord to the Chaos God, with skill only held by the very best of Chaos warriors who leave nothing but rot in their wake. So, very interesting, because I guess we're going to see the tankiest Chaos Lord of Chaos Lord of Chaos. Oh my god. The Chaos Lord, out of all the other Chaos variations, such as the Khorne / Tzeentchian. So are they going to have like a Chaos Lord of Slaanesh, and would it be very armored just like him? Even though Slaanesh, prefer to be naked and, with their thongs and shit like that. But anyway, having earned blah blah blah, we read that. With a sword, shield, and a variety of mounts at their disposal, the Chaos Lord of Nurgle leads as a durable and beefy warrior with an increased health pool. Yep. As the liberating unit, this lord inflicts poison damage and fear upon the enemy, while buffing nearby troops by spreading leadership and melee defense reflection bonuses to them with rot or die. Oh, it's studying stand or die. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. But who could forget the weapon he seeks? The Father of Blades, rumored to be the first sword ever forged, is an active augment that the Chaos Lord of Nurgle can acquire to increase his armor-piercing damage and reduce the melee attack of nearby foe. The Father of Blades, huh? Rumored to be the first sword ever forged. That's an interesting background to this weapon. I don't know if it's the name of the Father of Blades or it's just an ability of it. Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle. That's not what I had in mind, because the other one was like armored. This one's not like this. I'm guessing it's new. Powerful sorcerer capable of harnessing the raw winds of magic have found themselves at home with the Lord of Decay's troops as the Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle, a new generic hero. Okay, so it's a hero. So I'm guessing it's similar like the Plague Bearer, the Herald of Nurgle, but the mortar version. With access to both the Lord of Nurgle and the Lord of Death. Or is it at the same time or the variation of it? And like the many units of Nurgle before them, this debilitating caster boasts poison attacks and fear attribute. They also serve the armies of Nurgle as healer, with access to various means of regenerating their allies, making them a vital asset on the field. Pestor. Oh, that's better name than I was talking about. Pestor. That's a cool name. Blessed since birth by Nurgle, the Pestor of disease and pestilence serve their god with the trademark vigor of their fellow beast king, alongside the infested oozing bloated skin from the mark of Nurgle. In the heat of battle, as well as the... Why do they keep using the guy? Hold on. What does this mean?
Debilitating.
Debilitating. of a disease or condition making someone very weak or infirm. Okay, it's tending to weaken something. So that's what it means. Debilitating their foes, the Bestigor stand firm with their own durable skin and muscle, sporting a high health pool for infantry units with their weapon of choice, a two-handed great axe. The Pestigors are master at smashing through armors, piercing it with a single strike. I'm guessing, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to send them in first on the front line. You may want to mix them in with some front line. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to be working. And I bet they're going to work very well. Because I'm pretty sure they got their speed with them. It's pondered that the most esteemed... Yeah, the most high esteemed of Pestigors are blessed with a mutation, the Tears of Nurgle. This passive chain hex may only be triggered once, activating when within a range of an enemy unit, resulting in infectious secretions from every orifice, meaning an opening or as of a pipe or two or one in the body, such as a nostril or the anus. I see they just chose a different word for ass. Okay, let's see. Resulting in infectious secretion from every orifice. That's now I see the word different. That slowed the opposition down before spreading their rank. This makes them a prime candidate for vanguard deployment. Another intrinsic trait of the Pestigor. Yo, why CA gotta make me look stupid? Like intrinsic, belonging naturally and essential. They don't follow the pack; they lead it. Now we got the Plague Ogres. Okay, that's what they are. Yeah, Ogres. Perhaps taking inspiration from the visage of their commander, Tamurkhan, the Plague Ogres are twisted amalgamation. I know this means like abomination. No, it doesn't mean abomination. It's like creature combined. Amalgamation. The action, process, or result of combining or uniting of a once ordinary ogres with both body and mind contorted by the blessing of Nurgle. Joining Tamurkhan in his pursuit of the Empire, Plague Ogres are the brutish humanoids that fell in battle at his hand before accepting the Lord of Decay's power. In return for their lives, they grew fat with infestation and disease. Serving Nurgle as sluggish yet durable infantry, the Plague Ogres seek out large enemies with either their giant blades or great axe to slice them to ribbon. So, they're saying giant blades, so I'm guessing there's two variations. One would be, I'm guessing one's going to be like regular and the other one's going to be armor piercing. Or they're both going to be armor piercing. One is going to be with great interlarge. Could be either the two or the first one I mentioned. They're built for punishment. Rot Knights. Oh, I'm very interested in this. So are these units or like single entity, or are these like an actual cavalry? Rot side are one of the select few. Yeah, I think something wrong here. Rot Knights are one of the selected few. I don't know. Rot Knights are one of the select few Chaos Knights blessed with the mark of Nurgle and the power to ride rot beasts into battle. Chaos Knights. So I'm guessing, yeah, it might be a chaos. Well, we'll see. Although the Chaos armor they wear has grown rusty with time, the Rot Knights and new monstrous cavalry units for Nurgle can take a beating, sacrificing some of their speed for thicker skin with increased health, defense, and regeneration ability. Oh my god, that is so scary. I believe this will put it equivalent to the Tzeentch level, because with their barrier. Now, I don't know, does Tzeentch have like a variation like this, or would that be considered a variation of what's that thing? Doom Knights. I think that's what it'd be. I think this is the equivalent to Doom Knights, yeah, because Tzeentch. The Doom Knights have flying ability and they're pretty strong. They have like good stat. They got great stat. And don't forget about their barriers. Now this one, they sacrifice their speed. I'm pretty sure their speed is going to be like what, 50 something, 65 around there. Oh, maybe it's going to be in the 70 or 75. around in the 70s. If that's the case, then that's not bad. Or because they're heavy and thicker, it might be like from 55 to 65 speed, give or take. I believe that's what it would be at. And the fact that you don't have to rely on, what's that thing? Pox Rider and what's the other one? Toad Rider. Is it Pox Rider or Toad Rider? It's one of those two. Those toads on Nurgles. We don't have to. Now we got something better, pretty much, an upgrade. But increased health, defense, and regeneration ability. That's the key, regeneration ability. Like, because cavalry are, I wouldn't say trash, but like they can lose their units real quick, entities real quick if they're once they're in combat. After their charge bonus have given out. The goal of a Rock Knight is to lock down large target on the battlefield and shred their health thanks to their giant claws on a one-handed lance, delivering potent anti-large attacks. Oh, so these are going to be anti-large. These are going to be shock cavalry, right? That's what they are? Shock cavalries? With regeneration, the Rock Knights have a weakness to flame, but can regain their health over time and enjoy an increase to their melee defense when in the heat of battle. Didn't I mention defense? Yeah, it says right here. Yeah, they don't have that many anti-large units. And I'm glad they have this one. Biotrolls. Okay, I don't think I even see that in the video. Maybe I did. It's just like it wasn't dark. It was in the background. I'm for sure I did saw it. I thought it was the ogres. Under the shadow of the chaos waste, Nurgle sets its sights on these trolls, infecting their flesh and burrowing deep into their guts, gifting them with a blessing that should have consumed them. What remained was a bulbous monstrosity, a bile troll, endlessly eating itself alive from the inside out, only to regenerate and devour itself once more. What the heck? What I don't understand, why does troll have like an incision here? Like, I would love to know the story there, because like a bunch of them have an incision there. This blessing, is it only these guys, or is it like other trolls too? Good question. This blessing is a boon to their inherent passive regeneration in combat, letting them to shrug off wounds as they strip their own damaged skin and replace it anew. With poison attack on their side, the Bio Trolls can strike fear in any foe they approach and can pierce through their armor with their one-handed blade. So I'm guessing they have armor piercing as well. But it doesn't mention that. But it does say pierce through their armor. So, there's their assumption there. With all that infestation going on beneath the surface, the bile troll can expel it with the corrosive bile hacks effect, softening the armor and flesh of their opponents, implementing their victims' melee defense for an easy kill. Yeez. So it can lower their armor and melee defense. That's crazy. Wait, and I'm guessing damaging their health as well. Maybe. Share their curses at your own risk. That sounds very interesting. I can't. This sounds so fun. Toad dragons. Oh my god. Gotta love single entity. Okay, so yeah, you can see the difference. It looked very different than this one. This was more green. But you can tell like it's just green, more green. I like this green. This looks nicer. The true horror of Nurgle doesn't just lie within the bellies of his rotten soldiers, but also within the reptilian nightmare that often dwells in the northern waste of the known world. The Toad Dragon, a rare-sighted monster for Nurgle, brings a thoughtless level of hunger, violence to anything that it crosses its path, melting flesh with its breath or squashing victims flat with its weight. With the help of its cruelty and anatomy, the Toad Dragon swipes through armor with its thick claws and lashes out at targets with its proboscis. Oh wow, I can't believe I got that wrong. The nose of a mammal, especially when it is long and mobile, such as the trunk of an elephant or the snout of a tapir. Entomology in many instances, and elongated sucking mouthpart that is typically tubular and flexible. Zoology in some worms, or an extensible tubular sucking organ. Guessing they're talking about that tongue that's sticking out. Ladies, calm down. Watch this at your own peril. Snatching them from their hiding place and reeling them in. It's gaping maw. Oh, okay, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it had like a triangular mouth. Could have sworn that's what it looked like. Those, however, are the lucky one. This large hulking creature specializes in smashing through even the most compact of formation and holds its place within the Nurgle as their largest, most expensive unit to date. Bullshit. So you're telling me this costs more than Soul Grinder? Great Uncling? BS. I call BS on this. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a nerf for that. The cost could be possible. But I'm guessing they have like a special charge, like the Ogre charge, to charge through the heavy formation. With heavy missile resistance, hopefully it's more than 15%. Because more than 15% is not heavy. The Toe Dragon boulders are unkillable. But it's what lies within that truly makes it something to be feared. With its active ability, unspeakable foulness, the toe dragon spew forth a blast of flesh-rotten horror, delivering explosive damage, and inflicting poisonous burn on its victim as their skin slip off in sheets. Ugh. And their organ turn to liquid. Oh my god, that's crazy. Imagine going to war and you see this shit. Like, alright, think about this. If you're in the Warhammer fantasy world, like which faction or race, I mean, would you believe that you do well in? In my opinion, you will want to be either the undead or the demons. Because if I'm not mistaken, the demons don't die. They just disappear from that realm back to their own realm. But it can't be just any regular demon. You got to be like the good. I mean, not, I would say the good one, but like the one that is favored by Nurgle, such as Kugaf and Scarbrand and stuff like that. Decay is but the least of their worries. Nurgle Legacy updates. Before we wrap up this grim tale of Tamurkhan and all things Nurgle, we wanted to address something that is important to both us and you, our players. We have taken lots of your feedback from our prior DLC regarding Legacy race updates, and we are committed to make the regeneration of those race core mechanics a key element with the release of Thrones of Decay. With that in mind, here what we cooked up to enhance Nurgle as a whole for the Grandfather Lords, both present and future. Ooh. So not only we getting updates, and we also getting a new faction for Tamurkhan and stuff like that, but they're also going to revamp, I would say, or just it said enhance. It doesn't. They're not remaking it, just enhancing Kugaf. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. With that in mind, here's what we cooked up to enhance Nurgle as a whole for the Grandfather Lords, both present and future. Okay. So I'm not thinking about Kugaf. It's just Nurgle as whole, meaning all the Nurgle's race. Okay, interesting. Plagues have been completely reworked. Oh, beautiful. From the ground up, impacting Kugaf, Plaguefather, Festus, and Tamurkhan. Oh, I forgot about Festus. Yeah, my bad, buddy. I forgot it's pretty much 2.5 of Nurgle. Same thing with Tzeentch. Tzeentch is Carvos, Changeling, and Village. I haven't played any of the new Chaos War, even though I got the DLC. That's sad. I might do one down the road for sure, because I like Azazel look cool. I think after Azazel is Festus, then Valkia, and then Village is like it's the least cool looking guy. Here's a sneak peek. Let's check it out. Oh wow. Oh, it look cool, and it's like moving. I mean, Obviously, that little thing is, should not be like, but the little detail does matter. I mean, I wouldn't say matter, but does is appreciated. And reason why it's, in my opinion, it is appreciated because you know how in you play as Zinch, they had that eyeball just moving around. It's like pretty cool. It got like its own indicator. Same thing with the Nurgle. Now they got this little icon like it's just moving like it's a living organism, which is pretty cool. So it seemed like he select these symptoms that could add up to create not only things but also combines the symptom. Oh, that's interesting. So for Nurgle faction, casualty replenish rate plus 10%. That's really great. Attribute Vanguard deployment for all units. Bound spell Fleshy Abundance for the Lord, which can be used. That's interesting. Non-Nurgle faction. All units suffer attrition. Speed minus 15%. Battle healing cap minus 50%. That don't matter if you've never given a chance to replenish. But that's still good. Plague modifier. Each modification costs 50. So I'm guessing. Oh, wait a second. So you can. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So you can increase the chance of them spreading, the duration, and the immunity? How would that work? What do you mean the immunity? The immunity for who? The enemy? Reduce duration by. I gotta look into that. I believe that's new. Is it this was a hidden mechanic that we don't know about, that we don't see? Maybe that's why. And then we got somebody. Oh, that's the target. The bleeding spire. They're targeting a settlement. This is Tamurkhan that he's playing as, because I could tell because of that chieftain thing. Oh wow, that's interesting. What is the issue with the current system? The problem with the original system for plagues is that it was completely solvable. As a player, there was an objectively strongest route to take and no need to deviate from it to maximize the benefit and minimize the drawbacks. Exactly. This took away from the Nurgle fantasy of experimenting with disgusting new disease that we wanted players to feel. Yeah, that's what I felt too, because it was like more like, oh, none of these are really important, but it's one that's really interesting that we could just go for, and that's pretty much it. Like, once you get to that point, we only use these stuff just to gain the points, just to get that one plague that we actually want, because it's very useful, and that's pretty much it. Now they're gonna make it to the point that, yeah, let's keep on mixing it up. Like that's what you want to do. That's what I'm talking about. Like I wrote this. I mentioned this. Like I want the faction and the race itself to be more immersive with their play style and their objective, and in a narrative role, pretty much. What are we changing? Plague system now exists within a web, with certain symptoms connected to each other, letting you combine 3 of them to create a plague. Now, hopefully it doesn't only. That's the thing. Is it only when you select one, and then you have to draw it out from each, or can you just like do it separately? So far, I want to see it that's connected. So that might be, I wouldn't say an issue, but we'll see. The UX has been redesigned to better showcase how this plague will both affect Nurgle and not Nurgle faction. Positive for Nurgle, negative for everyone else. The symptom location in the plague web will be shifted with every 3 plagues. Huh? The system location within the plague web will shift with every 2. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. So basically, if I'm reading it right, they're basically saying that for every 3 plagues, it will reshift, therefore creating the potential ideal plagues. So that way you don't get the same boring shit, and you can't cheese it. I would not say you can't cheese it, but you cannot keep getting the overpower one always. Interesting. That's at least if that's what I'm reading. If I'm reading it right, then that's what I think it said. So your first plague may allow for a connection between system symptoms, granting casualty replenishment, growth, and recruitment health. But on the next cycle, those symptoms could be nowhere near each other, and you have to conjure new plagues from what's available to you. As a result, special combination have been removed. Yeah. We're introducing a new type of symptom, blessed symptoms. These are assigned randomly and change with every plague system. And a symptom, while blessed, has its effects double. That's crazy. That's cool. Plagues can now be mutated with increased effects, increasing the spread chance, extending duration, and much more. Now, I don't know about the much more because all I saw was these three. So, so I don't know if that was that's you're trying to overhype something. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Plagues now have an immunity period, so that those on the receiving end of being plagued aren't constantly under its effect, have a respite being bossed. I'm not gonna look over. Kuga's plague files benefit greatly from this system. He is uniquely able to have many blessed symptoms active at once, allowing him to conjure much more fearsome disease than his peers and decimate the world with unholy infectious combination. Yeah, you see, I feel like Kuga's all about spreading disease and stuff. But the thing is, like when you play as him, the disease symptom is not very viable or useful to the point that where you believe it was going to be. Helmgors is going to wish he set up a shop elsewhere. It's funny. Yeah. I like the fact that Kuga do get great benefit from it. Yeah, it makes sense. It really makes sense. Oh, interesting. We're going to talk about this. Cyclical buildings. What is the issue with the current system? Nurgle's unique cyclical. Sound like saying cyclical. Buildings has led to some unique and thematic gameplay strategy when it comes to recruitment, but we felt it has a negative impact on the economy. Yes. And defensive capability. Yeah. That was the like the major downfall. Like this was the good part. Yeah, it does make sense. It was thematic and it was unique. Yes, it was great when it comes to recruitment, but it was really having a negative impact on the academy and defensive compatibility. What are we sharing? Military buildings are still cyclical, but all remaining buildings are now static like the other faction in the game. Okay. I guess that they couldn't come up with a real. I mean, I would call it a real solution, but like, it's not bad. Okay. Military buildings now cost affection instead of treasury to help with managing the choice between improving infrastructure and recruiting forces. Military buildings now cost infections instead of treasury to help with the managing the choice between improving infrastructure and recruiting forces. Interesting. Okay. We have done an economy pass on the buildings following this change. We have done an economy pass on the building following this change to help the Nurgle's difficult financial situation, allowing players to choose the treasury building rather than having their economic gain split between all changes. I like where this is going though. Yeah, I really do. That means you really had to pay attention to trying to gain a lot more affection now. Resource building have had effects overhaul. Resource building have had effect overhaul. Okay, I don't know why I'm not understanding this, but I will pass it. Let me know down in the comment what they mean. Cult building have undergone an effect pass. What are they talking about? The remaining Cyclical buildings can now be rushed by spending infection. Ooh, just like the Chaos Dog. Now we could rush. I think the first one that does this was Dark Elves, right? When you spend the slave to rush building, or was that a suggestion that after the Chaos Dwarf they suggested that Dark Elves could do the same? Might be. Recruitment. What's the issue with the current system? Nurgle's unique recruitment is currently too punishing for the benefit of instant recruitment. What are we changing? Recruitment costs and recruitment health are now tied to the Nurgle corruption level of the province that the military force is recruiting. You know what? I could agree with this. Because it kind of makes sense. Like, you summon these demons and you're just like, hey, like, what the hell? I don't like this area. I don't feel like I'm in my environment. It's like going to a party. You're an introvert and you go into a party because your extrovert friend decided to invite you. And you're just like, ugh, I don't like being here. Like, you're pretty much low on your battery, your social battery, and you just want to go back home. That's basically what it is. But seeing this, I like it. I like this idea. And so far, without, getting into it, I agree. Wait, 60% health and minus 50% recruitment costs at 100 corruption. Well, okay, hold on. It depends. Are we still getting the instant recruitment? If we are still getting the instant recruitment, I'm down with that. I'm down with that because just in case, let's say we do need the units right there and then, and you just recruit it right then. It's just you get a half price down at the cost. I mean, at 100 corruption, but you get 60% of the health. Yeah, I don't know. I might be down with that. That seemed a little bit fair. A little bit fair. I don't know. I don't know about 60%. I feel like it should be increased by 75. But you know what? We'll see. We gotta look. We gotta try it out. We gotta actually see it in gameplay. I won't even say see it in gameplay. Like, actually do it. With the addition of Russian constructions, cyclical buildings should help with the filling up recruitment pools in the early game. All right, you may hear some voice in the background. Hopefully, I remember it and just take them off. If not, there's nothing I can do about it. All right, well, that's very interesting. I like it. I like the idea. Filling up recruitment pools in the early game. Yeah, I can't wait to try that out. The new changes. Technology tree. What are the issue with the current system? Nurgle's technology tree is lacking at clear direction and was designed too heavily around Kugeth realms of chaos experience. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's not only Nurgle. I think it's other faction that was in the realms of chaos are like that, and still needs some rework. Still, they still do. I think Kislev gotten a little bit better, and who else? Kate gotten better. Who else? What's that third one? What's that goofball? Zinch. Zinch didn't get better. I feel like it was whatever. It was added a few things, but that's about it. Alright, so it says here, what are we changing? Nurgle's technology tree is now split into two distinct groups. One focused on military and the other on campaign faction. Honestly. Fair enough. So that way you could actually like, oh, let me boost up my military. Oh, let me just boost off my faction. Blah, blah, blah. The layout has also been reworked to make it clearer and easier to progress the technology tree. Now, I feel like there's another solution that we could think about, like such as when you want to play Realms of Chaos, the technology tree should be within the Realms of Chaos ability, because you can't only go so far with Realms of Chaos, while the Immortal Empire, is expansive. And it's huge as hell. It's huge. Oh my god! When I zoomed out from the campaign map on Immortal Empire and Changeling, I was flabbergasted with how big the map is. It was just disgusting, and I love it, every ounce of it. Like, to match up the enormous of the potential of the sandbox game mode. Well, that's something they should look into. That, maybe it's just an idea to throw out. I don't have a solution. Just like something that just put on a sticky note and just put on the thinking board, and that should not be in the trash can. Army stability. What the issue with the current system? That's interesting. I don't know. I have never complained about that. I mean, I knew there was on army ability that you could heal. That's the only one I care. Or maybe I'm just bullshitting from my ass or imagining that. But like I said, I haven't played Grua for a long time, so that's previously Nurgle gained army ability points based on the amount of damage taken. Oh, that's why we felt that this didn't reward Nurgle players enough and seemed like a consolation price for a losing unit. Yeah. What are we changing? It's like pretty much the undead. I mean the Tomb Kings, when you had to like pretty much sacrifice these three. I also like three skeleton warriors for just to get your one Ushabti. It's just like that's just funny as fuck. I feel like that needed to be a little bit more. I think obviously all the legacy race that's before has to be revamped heavily, and I don't believe it's got to be on this update. Maybe like down the road, maybe around 6.0, before, a little bit before or after. It's one of those. Like they actually have to have like a full set, a schedule for that. I don't care if it takes a year. It just cannot be too long. I don't know. It's just enough. Yeah, it's whatever. What are we changing? Nurgle now gains a passive income of. I'm sorry, what? Nurgle now gains a passive income of army ability points for every enemy units in a battle map that is currently being affected by a negative effect or debuff. I gotta look. I gotta see how that played out. This play into Nurgle's playstyle of spreading debuff and contact effects. It makes them even more desirable for both campaign and battle. So I'm guessing. Okay, it's also campaign. Okay. So I'm guessing once you fight them, they already got the debuff, the army ability point is already implemented, and then that spreading like poison and stuff like that, and will affect them as well. Interesting. We're confident that these changes are going to enhance the Nurgle experience for everyone who plays them, whether you scorching the lands with disease as Kuya, harvesting the souls for Nurgle as Festus, or gathering an army of chieftain as Tamurkhan. I forgot about Festus, my bad. And just maybe there's one more legendary lord of Nurgle waiting in the wings, ready to be unleashed in update 5. Stop it. Don't push it. Don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing? Don't do that. And just maybe there's one more legendary lord of Nurgle waiting in the wing, ready to be unleashed in the update 5. Come on. No, don't do that. I don't believe you. But hey, don't threaten me with a good time. But for now, I reckon we've cataloged enough plagues to keep even Grandfather Nurgle himself happy. So let's see what we got coming up next. Up next, for more detail on Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord, and to see this infested commander in action, keep an eye on our official channels for our first Throne of Decay showcase. We'll be back next week with a look at the Empire's latest SF von Zaken before tackling the dwarves Makaisen the week after that, and wrapping up our reviews the following week by delving into some free additional content arriving in 5.0, including the Faded Nemesis Crown and a legendary. Oh yeah, the Faded Nemesis Crown. They did promise that was listed on the roadmap. I forgot about that, which is something that is very desirable item so far on the what I heard so far. What I've heard. Nobody said nobody told me. I just like heard it on the video or what I read about it. I don't remember how I did it, But it's whatever. Don't. You know what? Forget what I just said. I'm lying. Don't worry about it. No. Nah, I'm lying about lying. I'm confused. But it said ending Legendary Lords. I do. So I'm guessing there's going to be like a FLC. Or FLH. No, FLC. Wait, what? FLC. Maybe. Something like that. It's going to be like something like that. If that shit ever happened, that is very interesting. I would be down for it. So, let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to show these characters. Like, I don't know. I don't want nobody comments to be exposed. You could read it up on these on the website. I might put the link down below in the description. Hopefully I don't forget. And yeah, like thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. If share it with those with your community, your page, your social media. I don't care. Just do it. Just do it for me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, comment down below what you think about Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord. I find him very interesting, especially the chieftain mechanic. I can't wait. I love stuff like that. That's very interesting. Like, it's not about conquesting. It's all about like having these type of guys, like pretty much having sergeants or lieutenants in a sense by your side and abiding by their favor. So can't wait. That being said, this is Alpha Omega. I'll see you next time.